That should do it. Oh, it's working. Welcome. I'm so glad you could be here with us today to try out my latest invention, Interactovision. This device allows guests to visit us here in West Wallaby Street without having to leave the comfort of their own homes. Quite handy for stopping off at a distant granny's, don't you think? And wherever we go, you can come along. There's Gromit playing a spot of chess. Let's walk over and have a look. Remember, we were going to say hello to Gromit. They're not playing. Let's ask Gromit. You can use your Interactovision mouse to choose characters and things you want to interact with. I've built in brackets that will highlight the item on your screen. Dead handy that. Point at Gromit and click the left mouse button. Gromit doesn't seem very pleased. Point at Gromit and click the left mouse button. Things seem to be at a bit of a standstill. How's the match going, Gromit? Oh dear. Gromit might have more to share. I find out about all sorts of different things just by asking. Let's interact with that broken chess piece the same way we did with Gromit just now. How on earth did that happen? Getting competitive now, are we? This is a pickle, isn't it? Well, perhaps our new guest can help us find a replacement piece to get the game back on. There must be something in this room we can substitute for that bishop. Why don't we walk around and investigate items the same way as before? Cheese. Sometimes I come across things I want to carry around with me. With Interactovision, you can see all of the things I've picked up. Would you like some cheese, Gromit? Oh, all the more for me then. Good for cheering up the dog maybe, but that's about it. The porridge gun, the latest in high-speed breakfasts and brunch defense. My bed lever. Quite the wake-up call. Worth thinking about. I built this automatonic chess master for Gromit to challenge, and it generally puts up quite a fight. It's programmed to select the absolute best move possible, given any situation. How's it working, lad? Need to find something else if these two are going to keep playing. Let's stay in the dining room for now. That's a lovely shape. Don't worry, lad. We'll have things right as rain in no time. Here, Gromit, it's the spitting image of your bishop. This should work nicely. Bless you, lad. Well done and good thinking. You're getting clever with the interacto-vision. Just the sort of ingenuity we could use around here, right, Gromit? Thanks for stopping by. Do come back soon.
Beautiful morning, Mr. Wallace. I'm pleased to see you've emerged from your subterranean lair.
No flowers in here. There's nothing growing here.
And whose fault is that? You had a garden, Wallace, but you razed it to the ground to feed your silly bees. Now you're making eyes at mine across the fence, but you shan't be plucking any of my blooms. Kindly reserve your green fingers for number 62.
Watering makes flowers grow faster.
Though it works best if you've planted some first.
Been doing a spot of gardening, have you, Miss Flip?
Working my green fingers to the bone. But the hard work appears to be paying off.
Indeed it does.
Blooms everywhere. I call it my purple paradise.
It certainly looks delicious. I mean, I imagine it would look delicious if you were an insect.
You mean if I were a bee?
Well, now you mention it.
You want to feed my flowers to your bees?
That is, if you don't mind.
How many would you like?
As many as you can spare.
Oh, you can have all you want, Mr. Wallace.
Oh, much obliged, Miss Flick.
Here, you can jolly well grow your own.
Right-ho. I hadn't noticed those flowers before.
I shouldn't wonder. They're morning glories, and they're usually tucked up in bed by the time you emerge from your underground lair. Their scent is divine.
Attracts a lot of bees, I suppose.
Swarms of them, but I don't let them linger.
That flower hasn't bloomed yet.
I know it hasn't, the lazy thing. Oh, but the wait will be worth it.
Oh,
This flower will be the piece de resistance of my purple paradise. And the scent, absolutely heavenly. I'm simply mad about the purple pansy.
I say, those roses look appetizing. If you're a bee.
I'm sure they do. And they smell heavenly. But they're not here to be trampled over by your buzzing bees. Where's that dog of yours?
He's in the cellar, supervising our bees.
You keep bees in your cellar? How very odd.
Oh, there wasn't space in the dining room. I wonder what happened to his little cricket bat.
Caught you! Can't take an old soldier by surprise.
Morning, Major Crumb.
It is, if you don't mind enemy invasions.
I beg your pardon.
Didn't you get my message? Received intelligence of a major air assault. Expect the sirens to sound any minute. Hope you know where your nearest air raid shelter is.
I do recall something about that, but Major Crumb, are you sure you're not mistaken?
I know, I've made predictions before, but I'm not crying wolf. This time, I've got proof.
Jar?
It's what's inside the jar that counts. Incontrovertible evidence that the enemy is on the move.
Does it? I can only see a snail.
Of course it's a snail. But what's she trying to tell us? That's the important thing.
What is she trying to tell us?
I'll Look at her, man! She's retreated into her shell in the middle of the day! And that means only one thing! It means she knows trouble is about to strike from the heavens! Law of nature, Wallace! Learned it in France during the war. Never wrong yet. Good man, Wallace. I see you at least appreciate the seriousness of the situation. Now, spread the word. If people don't believe what an old soldier has to say, perhaps they'll listen to the snail. You're looking at my case, aren't you, Wallace?
Well, I suppose I was, Major.
Bet you'd like to know what's inside.
I am curious, yes.
Ah, this case is packed full of government-issue protein bars.
Protein.
Rations, Wallace. Emergency rations for... emergencies, obviously. Been stockpiling them since the war. Enough nutrition in them to feed a man under fire for a whole day.
And very tasty they look, too.
Tasty? They're foul, but packed with high-strength protein.
I'd love to try one.
Out of the question, I'm afraid. You don't have clearance. And besides, protein bars are only issued in the event of civil emergencies. Orders are orders, Wallace.
Couldn't you spare just one protein bar?
Stop this insubordination at once, man! They are for emergencies only, when supply lines are down and a man's got no other way of keeping his strength up.
But if, as you say, we're expecting some kind of airborne incursion...
Indeed we are, expecting the air raid sirens any minute. Have you delivered the message? Have you shown them the snail?
I'm not sure the snail will convince them, Major Crumb.
If she doesn't, the air raid siren will. But by then, it may be too late.
No new sprouts since the last time I looked.
Have you planted any seeds since the last time you looked? There now. With hard work and a little luck, you should have a nice bed of flowers in 2 or 3 months.
I can't wait 2 or 3 months. I've got a deadline. This evening.
Oh, you poor, simple man. Nothing grows that quickly.
Water's all right, but growth formula would be faster.
What are you on about?
No flowers in here. I don't think she'd appreciate that very much. I don't think she'd appreciate that very much. I realise this may seem a trifle irregular, but Major Crumb insisted I show you this. It's...
A snail? In my garden. Have you lost your mind, Wallace?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Keep a cool head, that's my motto. Look your adversary square in the eye and never let yourself get carried away! Put me down! Get off! It's Gromit! Lincoln Nora! The Queen's trying to turn me into royal jelly! Easy, old girl. No need to get excited. Put me down gently and no one will get hurt. Oh dear, nothing in the beekeeper's manual about aerial abduction. Help! Help! Gromit! Little boy, I knew you'd come through. There's the ladder, lad. Raise the ladder! What are you waiting for, Gromit? Raise the ladder! Gromit, raise the ladder! Bring it up, lad! Oh, I'm getting tired of hanging around! Gromit, not back there. That's right, lad. Now raise the ladder. That's torn it. The ladder's broken, and I left the spare at home. Ouch! That just makes her squeeze me harder. Phew! Back on terra firma. Well done, Gromit. Gromit? Gromit! You alright, lad? Oh, good show! We've made it through this little episode in one piece. More than I can say for the autopilot, I'm afraid. Look, the autopilot! Leave it. Looks like our troubles aren't quite over. Look out behind you, Gromit! Keep her at bay. I'll try and lose her in here. Gromit, I've a strange feeling this is the day our fortunes are going to change.
Moggy off, you lobbygogglers!
Making eggs ought to be a breeze.
I think I'm going to faint.
Put me down gently and no one will get hurt. This is my latest invention. Cracking job, Gromit. Oh dear.
Here they come!
Perfect. Apart from a minor technical hitch at the end.